Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, James Swinney, coming at you back at the New York Stock Exchange. And if you're wondering, James, where have you been? Well, the truth is, just about 2 weeks ago, I tested positive for coronavirus on a quick test, a rapid test. I took another test the next day and said I was negative, so I decided to take a PCR test. And that PCR test took 3.5 days to get back. And when I got the result, it said negative as well. Now, just to play it safe, I wanted to make sure the CDC said 5 days. I gave it 10 days. I didn't want to get anybody, I didn't want to transmit any virus to anybody, so I just played it safe. And then last Friday, I took another test, and it said I was negative. So here I am, a new week. I'm back in action here on Wall Street. I feel good. I feel great. I wish I had a suit jacket on, but I spilled some coffee on it earlier, in case you're wondering. But you know what? We have ourselves a very busy week ahead. We've had some pretty rough weeks while I've been gone. Let's take a look now to see how the markets are shaping up to start off the first trading session of the new week, and whether or not the rough times will continue, or will we see a bit of a rally. U.S. stocks, they're likely to move to the downside in early trade this Monday, extending the sell-off seen last week because the major U.S. markets are down again on Friday. Remaining unchanged in the morning before going into free fall in the afternoon to end the red in the fourth straight session. Meanwhile, the major European markets all showing notable moves to the downside today. The German DAX and the French CAC 40 down 2.4%, 2.6% respectively. Investors are anxiously watching the situation in Ukraine as fears mount that the country could be invaded by Russia, while concerns about tightening monetary policy may continue to weigh on the markets ahead of this week's U.S. Federal Reserve meeting. And the Fed is scheduled to begin a two-day meeting on Tuesday with the latest monetary policy decision due out Wednesday afternoon. And lastly, some advice. This dude right here, cold-blooded. Let me introduce you to the Grim Reaper after the greatest playoff football Sunday I've ever seen.